Hi guys, my name is Piyu. If you're new here, consider subscribing. In this video, I'm going to show you how to answer yes, no, not given, or known as true, false, not given question type. So let's take a look in these questions. We are going to have three different options: true or yes, false or no, or not given. So you already know how to identify this question type simply by looking at this part right here. So this question type always comes in order. And this is also easy question type. Just like other question type, each question is formed from only 1 to 2 sentences in the reading passage. So you never really have to read more than 1 to 2 sentences. Next, here is what's special about this question type. You must compare two sentences. The way you answer this question type, true, false, is that you have to compare two sentences. So the first sentence is the sentence from the question, and the second sentence is the matching sentence from the passage. So basically you are going to see what the question is saying and the reading passage is saying. And we are of course looking at only 1 to 2 sentences. We are basically looking at 1 to 2 sentences from the reading passage. In which we have located our keywords. So we are comparing this sentence from the reading passage to the sentence from the question. And we want to see by comparing if the information agrees. If the information agrees, then the answer is true. If not, then answer is false. If the two sentences kinda agree, but you are not really sure, or maybe they agree or not, then the answer is going to be not given. If you think that the answer is maybe wrong or right, then the answer is going to be not given. For this question type as well, you have to be able to scan for keywords, and you also have to be able to understand the synonym language, because that's the only way that you are going to use the keywords from the question to find out your matching sentence in the reading passage. Finally, this is very common question type. It makes up about 20% of the reading test questions. So that's the pretty big chunk. So make sure you know how to answer this question type. Now I'm going to tell you how to compare sentences. This is the key component of being able to answer this question type, means true, false. So let's take a look how to compare the sentences. The first thing you need to know in order to compare these two sentences I mean first part of speech or extreme words. Here I have explained here. You have to do it by examining what we call parts of speech. And I am not talking about all parts of speech, but I am talking about main parts of speech. So in this case, what I mean by parts of speech is that the noun, verb, adverb or adjective. Another important thing is that the use of extreme words. The extreme words like always, never, only, all, every. If I say that I have tried every type of food, do you believe that? Of course not. It's not possible for me to try every type of food. So these are extreme words. So you need to watch out for these extreme words, because these extreme words might be hidden in the question, and these basically used to trick you to pick the wrong answer. So you have to be mindful of these. Don't fall for this trap. So if the part of speech and extreme words are present or same, if the part of speech if the part of speech and extreme words are same, so the answer is true. If the part of speech and extreme words are different, if the part of speech and extreme words are different, then the answer is going to be false. Then the answer is false. And if the part of speech and extreme words are missing, then the answer is not given. Now I'm gonna repeat one more time. If the part of speech and extreme words are same, if same, then the answer is yes or true. If different, then the answer is false or no. If missing, not given. And if same, then true. So this is the key strategy of this question type: true, false, or yes, no. So let's take a look at these examples. So in this question type, we are being asked about true, false, and not given. So when we see a questions like this, the first thing we have to do, we have to mark all the keywords. We have to mark all the keywords. So in question number 9, metal process, and in question number 10, Pilkington invented money, and in question number 11, Pilkington's full-scale plant, instant commercial success are the keywords. So these are all the keywords. You may have noticed I have left out certain words like float, float plant. So do you believe that these keywords gonna help us? Because the entire passage is about float. So these kind of keywords are repetitive and useless. Now the second thing we are going to do is to find easiest keyword. Now you can see Pilkington, and here Pilkingtons are the easiest keywords because we love proper nouns. So firstly we are gonna solve these two questions, 10th or 11th. Here is the question. It says Pilkington invested some of his own money in his float plant, and here we found our first keyword in the starting. Now I'm going to scan. So down here it says something about costing, and it also mentioned money in terms of numbers. So that's right, here is our keyword, because we were looking for money. We haven't found money exactly, but it's in some language. So we know that we are likely to find our answer right here. Right here. We know that we're gonna find it. So let's go ahead and read. Pilkington built a pilot plant in 1953, and by 1955 he convinced his company to build a full-scale plant, and that cost his company £100,000. Alright, so we have the matching sentence right here and we have the question sentence right here. What you are supposed to do now? What should you do? You should now compare these two sentences with each other. I want you to take a minute and guess the answer. Alright, so let's break it down. The question says that Pilkington invested some of his own money in his float plant. But what does the matching sentence say? Well, matching sentence says that Pilkington built a pulp plant in 1953 and by 1955 he convinced his company to build a full-scale plant, and that cost his company £100,000 a month. Now the correct answer is not given because here the part of speech and the extreme words are missing. That's why the answer is not given. We don't know if Pilkington invested some of his money or not. We know for the fact that he convinced his company, and we also know for the fact that his company invested £100,000 for the float plant. But it's also possible that Pilkington also invested some of his own money. See, in reading passage, it doesn't say that only the company invested his own money, and maybe the company invested the money, but so did Pilkington. Perhaps Pilkington also invested some of his own money. So the real answer of the question is maybe, because we don't know. Because we don't know that Pilkington invested some of his money or not. Or here we didn't find that only the company invested his own money. So the answer is maybe. That's why the answer is not given, because the part of speech and extreme words are missing and the information is missing. So the answer is going to be not given. Here is our next question. Pilkington's first full-scale plant was an instant commercial success. And so here is our passage, and this passage is the same passage that you saw in the previous question. So I put the same paragraph because we are gonna find the answer in the same paragraph. So first we have to find our keywords. Here is our keywords. Pilkington's full-scale plant and instant commercial success. Now I'm gonna read the paragraph and I'm gonna look for our keywords. First I found my first keyword in the starting. Now I'm going to scan. Here I found my second keyword, full-scale plant. Now I'm scanning, I'm not reading. Here I found succeeded, because here in the question it was talking about success, and succeeded, it's synonym language. Succeeded is its synonym language. So I think I am gonna find my answer right here. So this is our matching sentence. So as we have already found our matching sentence, and here is question statement. So first what we have to do, we have to compare these both. Firstly, I'm gonna read the question again. Pilkington's first full-scale plant was an instant success. We have to find that it's an instant success or not. So now I'm going to read. It took 14 months of non-stop production costing the company. First it took 14 months of non-stop production costing the company £100,000 a month before the plant produced any usable glass. So the matching sentence says that it took company 14 months of non-stop production to even have anything usable glass. Let's keep reading on. Furthermore, once they succeeded in making marketable flat glass, the machine was turned off for a service to prepare it for years of continuous production. Here it says after the succeeding machine was turned off. Sometimes we are not sure, so it's better to read one more sentence. When it started up again, it took another 4 months to get the process right again. So guys, what do you think? What's the answer? Take a minute and guess the answer. Okay, here part of speech like instant, and extreme words are different, so that's why the answer is false. So the next question is, the metal used in float process had to have specific properties. Here metal, process and specific properties are keywords. Now I'm gonna scan our keywords in this paragraph. Here I found my first. Now I'm gonna scan. Here I found process again. I'm looking for metal, process and specific properties. Here I found metal, here it's talk about temperature, hardening point of glass. This could be boiled at a temperature below this. I think it's the synonym language of specific properties. So I think I have found my matching sentence. Here it is. The metal had to this is our matching sentence. So what we have to do is to compare information in the question to the information in the passage. We have to compare this information with this. Now let's get through one more time. The metal used in the float process it must have specific properties. We don't have any option, it must have properties. The metal had to melt at the temperature less than hardening point of glass, about 100 degrees Celsius, but could not boil at the temperature below the temperature of molten glass, about 1500 degrees Celsius. So I think I have found my answer. Here we have found extreme words, and we have found our extreme words or part of speech. So the extreme words and part of speech are same, so the answer is true. The answer is true. So in next video I'm gonna solve the full reading passage. So guys, bye bye for now. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon as well. Bye bye for now. See you in next video.